ওয়েলকাম টু মাই ইউটিউব চ্যানেল। আশা করি তোমরা সবাই ভালো আছো। আজকে আমি তোমাদের অ্যালিস ইন ওয়ান্ডারল্যান্ড ডাউন দ্য র্যাবিট হোল এর আগের দিন আমি তোমাদের এটা পড়ানোর সঙ্গে সঙ্গে কোশ্চেন অ্যান্সার কিছু দিয়ে দিয়েছি। আজকেও আমি তোমাদের কিছু ইম্পর্টেন্ট কোশ্চেন আলোচনা করে দিচ্ছি। চ্যানেলে যারা নতুন, চ্যানেলটা সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখো, আর ভিডিওটা ভালো লাগলে লাইক এবং বন্ধুদের শেয়ার করে দিও। তাহলে বন্ধুরা আরম্ভ করে দিচ্ছি। প্রথম কোশ্চেন, হোয়াই ডিড Alice advised herself to stop crying? What does the reveal about her fondness for pretending to be two people? Alice advised herself to stop crying because she thought there was no use of crying in that situation. So she said to herself, "Come, there's no use in crying like that, and I advise you to leave off this minute. She spoke to herself rather sharply, almost as if she were scolding another person. This shows that she was trying to stay calm and take control of her impression by giving herself advice. Next, this moment also reveals Alice's fondness for pretending to be two people. The narrator explained that this curious child was very fond of pretending to be two people by taking to herself as if she were someone else. Alice imagines herself both as the one giving advice and the one receiving it. This shows her active imagination and her habit of role playing, especially when she feels confused or upset. Describe how Alice found the little golden key and the tiny door. Why could not she go through the door? How did she react to this? After falling down the rabbit hole, Alice found herself in her long, low hall with locked doors all around. She discovered a little three-legged glass table on which lay a teeny golden key. The key did not fit any of the doors seen. Then she noticed a little door about 15 inches high, hidden behind a curtain. To her great delight, the key fitted. However, she could not enter through the door. It was far too small for her to pass through. Alice could only kneel and peek inside. What she saw took her breath away, a beautiful garden full of light and color. She wanted to enter more than anything, but her large size made it impossible. Alice felt very disappointed. She sat down on the floor and cried a little. Then she began thinking how to make herself smaller, wishing she could shut up like a telescope. 3 নম্বরের কোশ্চেন, why does opening chapter down the rabbit hole impresses Alice boredom and sleepiness? The opening chapter down the rabbit hole impresses Alice boredom and sleepiness to signal her need for escapes into a dream or fantasy world. Alice is curious, young, and imaginative. There's nothing engaging in her surroundings, so she longs for something more exciting, something magical. Wonderland becomes that escape, a world full of surprise, nonsense, and imagination. Her tired mind became a fertile ground for fantasy. This creates a sharp contrast between the dull, practical, real, real world and the vibrant absolutely of Wonderland. Her boredom makes her curious even about a rabbit with a watch. Sleepiness blurs the line between dream and reality, making the Sarol even feel natural. It also prepares readers for narrative driven more by whimsy than by logic. Overall, it sets the tone. Ordinary rules do not apply here. Next, describe Alice's reaction upon seeing the white rabbit activities. Why did she not feel surprised at first, even though it was unusual? Alice saw the white rabbit running by and heard it say, oh dear, I shall be late. She did not find it very surprising and thought little of it. But when the rabbit took a watch out of its waistcoat pocket and looked at it, she sprang to her feet in curiosity. The rabbit ran across the field and popped down a large rabbit hole under the hedge. Burning with curiosity, she impulsively followed him and trembled down the deep hole. She did not feel surprised at first because it did not seem very strange to her. In her sleepy, dreamy mood, a taking animal did not feel unusual. In fact, to a child, everything often seems normal, even the unexpected. She only became curious when the rabbit took out a watch like a person, and that's when she reacted with wonder. Why was the white rabbit in such a hurry? From the moment Alice saw him, she white rabbit and anxiously muttering, oh dear, I shall be late, while checking a pocket watch and nourishing and rushing past. This way, this was highly unusual behavior for an animal, and this immediately sparked Alice's curiosity. It also suggested he was late for something important. His sense of urgency implied a specific appointment to duty. All through Lace never clearly explained what it was. Still, his panic hinted that being late could have had serious consequences. The White Rabbit hurry played an important role in the story. It set the plot of motion and gave Alice a reason to follow him. In an anxious behavior created a sense of mystery and excitement, pulling both Alice and the leader into the unpredictable world of Wonderland. Symbolically, the white rabbit may represent the pressure of time and responsibility, always rushing, always worried. This contrasts with Alice's carefree, curious nature and helps establish Wonderland as a place where logic, time, and order behave in strange and unexpected ways. How did Alice's reaction show her increasing curiosity and ability to adjust to strange situations? Alice was brave and she did not feel frightened when strange things happened to her. She became more curious before drinking from the bottle. She checked if it was marked poison. She talked to herself in a playful way and imagined what might happen. After drinking, she became small, could not reach the little golden key. She did not begin crying right away. Instead she looked for a way out. When she ate the cake that said "Eat me," she grew very tall. She was surprised but did not get upset. She stayed calm and kept thinking these things so that she was getting used to the strange world and was ready to explore it. Describe that happens when Alice falls down the rabbit hole. When Alice falls down the rabbit hole, she first drops straight down, then suddenly dips and finds herself plunging into a deep, dark well. Unsure of what will happen next, she notices the walls of the well are lined with cardboard, bookshelves, maps, and jars. She even takes a jar labeled orange marmalade from a shelf, but finding it empty, carefully place it into a cardboard as she continues to fall. As the descent continues, Alice's mind begins to wander. She wonders how far she might be falling, imagines coming out on the other side of the world. She recalls bite of her school lesson. Her thought soon drift to her cat, Dinah, and she starts daydreaming, eventually feeling drowsy and gently land on heap of dry leaves and sticks at the bottom of the well. আচ্ছা বন্ধুরা, আশা করি তোমরা আজকের অ্যালিস ইন ওয়ান্ডারল্যান্ড কোশ্চেন অ্যান্সার বুঝতে পেরেছো। আর যদি কারোর কোনো অসুবিধা হয় আমাকে কমেন্ট করে জানিও, আমি সেই কোশ্চেন তোমাদের দিয়ে দেবো। এর পরের দিন এখান থেকে আমি তোমাদের কিছু 2 মার্কসের ইম্পর্টেন্ট কোশ্চেন দিয়ে দেবো। আর ভিডিওটা ভালো লাগলে বন্ধুদের শেয়ার করে দিও। আচ্ছা বন্ধুরা, ভালো থেকো।